Good morning. Hey, how you
Mark,
doing?
good. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's a nice, shiny, sunny, beautiful day here in Kentucky. What's it like there in Cali?
It's probably about 60 degrees right now.
Yeah. On another note, 60. I'll take 60. It's
Yeah,
50. It's 57 here, so that's pretty close.
yeah.
I saw the electoral map, and then they broke it down into cities. California voted red, man. Did you see all the red?
Yeah, I know. So, for a change.
I mean, we didn't get the electoral votes because, if you look around on the map, it's just like a sea of red. And then it's got these cities,
Yeah,
cities, cities. So what they do. And as far as the election went, it went it went well, but can you imagine how it really did?
hey, yeah, yeah,
Can you imagine how it really did? The only states that we didn't get were the ones that didn't have voter ID.
yeah. Isn't that a surprise?
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what you would expect.
Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll just everything's going okay. I mean, there's still lots of battles that have to be won before we get where we're going, but
oh, yeah,
it's coming along, man.
yeah, yeah. I can't get too relaxed because that's when they'll strike.
I mean, we can't get too relaxed going forward. I mean,
Yeah,
that's how we got into this mess.
yeah.
But anyway, um, yeah, I'll get into the chat here in a second. I love it that last week we had triple the views.
I know. Isn't that great?
Yeah, we really did well last week. So that proves to me there's people that are awake and want to hear what we have to say. And that's good. We love that. And I'll kick right into it. We got Glenn here already. Yeah, there he is sitting there. There's proof of it. That's right. And the land shark, Craig's here, and he's asleep, but he made it. See, he made it here in his sleep. So we got it going on, man. I'm having some coffee, and I'll tell you what, man. This all debts are going to be forgiven and everything, and taxes are going to be dead. The IRS and the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve's already been dismantled. The IRS will. I've got my property tax bill here. It's gone way up.
Sure,
Right
Dad.
now, they want me to send them $2,000.
Ah,
Okay, which I'll have to do unless I'm probably going to have to pay this one because it's ultimately you could drag it out till April, where each month it costs more, but the end date you have to have it paid by April or it's delinquent.
well, hopefully by next year we won't have to worry about it.
I'm gonna probably play. I'm just gonna play it safe and pay this because I don't want anything to go wrong. But I don't think that. I think that'll be the last one. I think that'll be the last one. And some people are hearing this and, what do you mean? Well, things are gonna be. It's a whole new world getting ready to happen, folks. It's a whole new world.
Such bullshit. You own it, and you have to pay taxes on it. It doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah, that's how they get it from you.
Yeah,
Eventually, I mean, you'll pass away, and then they make it to where you can't hold your into your bloodline.
yeah.
So you can't, and except for them, and this is all being addressed. And Patrick came in. I appreciate you, Patrick. He swung in today, and we always appreciate that. We were trying to get the elusive 20 likes on the live. I mean, we had about 170 people drop in last week, and we got 15 likes. Well, the hell, that's. And I wore my custom Elon Musk hat, and I went with these shades again. I think it makes me look cool, man. No. I'm not cool, but I mean, I can look that way, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, no, I wear these because it helps me look at the screen. I mean, when I walk away from the screen, I have to take them off because, but this screen's bright and I'm on the computer a lot, man. So that's why I do that. So my eyes don't get so tired, and it looks okay, I guess. And there's Greg. He's good morning. We appreciate you. Triple the views. So actually 168 or 9, man. So we
Yeah.
a third of that. And we're proud of that. I mean, sort of. We're here. And
That's
Todd
right.
came in. We appreciate you, Todd. There he is. Yeah, we're just fighting surface level stuff on the surface right now, man. A lot of that's BS, but a lot of it's not. So how you doing, Todd? You doing all right? I see he got a good deal on some silver, and I tell you what, really, to be in my opinion, now this isn't financial advice, but gold, silver is going to be a massive needed precious metal going forward as we bring businesses back to the United States. And we're going to be making things here. We're going to need more silver. Silver is going to be needed all over the world. Okay. Massive amounts of silver. And silver is projected to go up to approximately $100 an ounce. Now, I know in my experience, I've seen silver at $49.90 or whatever now, or right at $50 back in 2011. And it's still way undervalued. And then when Trump got elected, the gold price did drop because that brought up a lot of confidence in the others. It's still the fiat dollar, which is it's on the way out. The banks that are still in business are already got the QFS system in their banks for the gold back. And they're, like I said, they're calling it the rainbow dollar. I guess we're going to recapture our rainbows. We're going to recapture those. Everybody could have them now. I don't know. It's just silly, but it is what it is. And storage units. So we want to touch on those today. I have been diligently working on organizing the 3 buildings we got out here, man. And I'll tell you what, I'm all the way to the back on building 3. I have found stuff back there from years ago, and we're gonna. Some of the stuff wasn't even listed, folks. Some of it wasn't even listed. Let's see, Todd. Yeah, we're tax when you make it, when you spend it, when you live it. What's next? Well, what's next is we won't have to do that. The only tax is going to be there will be a 14% was sales tax on new items, no sales tax on used homes, but new things. Okay, so and no more property taxes and all that stuff. That's why I was like, damn, I hate to pay this get a bill for $2,000 and knowing that I shouldn't have to pay it, but I may have to pay it because it's in the middle of a transfer of power, and it's one of those things where I'm going to play it safe rather than be sorry later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's still elements of the old system hanging on there. I think the main part of it's been, and now it's all about avoiding civil war, basically. Some people don't know they don't know. They don't know what's going on. And Craig, all that's going to change. I hate that my car is figured into my property tax. A car that has long since been paid for, going on 20. Yeah, you see how they just completely just put the knife in and twist it, man? There it is right there. Taxed on taxes on tax top of taxes.
Yeah.
What do they do with those tax dollars? Well, they were for a while they were sending them through the British Crown, and then it would get laundered there, and then they would go to wherever they wanted to do, and then boy, oh boy, I can't even explain it all properly. So, but it's bad. It's what's happened is bad. Hey, rural squirrel Kristen, how you doing? Yeah, we're just venting a little bit right now. Things are going to get better, folks. Did you see the UFC Fight Club? Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Tulsi Gabbard, RF, RFK, Don Jr., Eric Trump, Vivek Ramaswamy, Joe Rogan, all of the guy that won one of his belts there last night gave his belt to Trump. I don't know if it was last night. Now I don't know if I saw that this morning, and that was so great. Andy, yes, and here's the thing I want you to know, sir, because I know you've been dealing with some health issues. There is a lot of hope coming your way, and it's already being put in place in the med beds, and it's not public yet. But when you get an appointment after your banking appointment, where you go and they have to confirm who you are and everything, and then your banking has been mirrored into the QFS system, which if your bank is still there, then it's obviously Basel III compliant, which means they're set up for the gold back system, and you're going to have your bank account mirrored in that. And at that point, you want to request your med bed appointment. If you've got the ones that are going to get it first are the ones that need it the most first, And I know you've been dealing with some things, and we won't get into that here, but because that's your own business. But I'm going to get an appointment, but my wife's going first, then me, because she could use it more than me. But remember, there is hope, and everything that people that have anything they have going on bad in them right now can be fixed. It's been held back, and that's an amazing thing. And what they've been teaching these doctors, and they're telling these doctors, they're saying a cured customer is a lost customer. They want to treat the symptoms, and they want to what's the word I'm looking for? They want to control the symptoms for you. But if they come up with the cures, which they have them, they lose a customer. And all this is being addressed, man. I mean, it's so wonderful to see this in my lifetime. I cannot believe I'm here for this. This is amazing. Yes, my friend, there is hope. Hey, Jody, how you doing? Yes, this is the Full of Hope Live on Sunday. It's a perfect day for all this. There is hope. And you're going to find a lot of people that just won't be able to believe it until they see it, and that's fine. I mean, the way we've been treated by so-called powers that be, that we all of a sudden let them take our powers away. Hell, they did it bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. There she is. Patrick says, storage question. Okay. Is there a good place to get rid of VHS? I'm on my third box of my mom's VHS collection. I'm at about 500 titles deep. There's one way I get rid of them. I keep all the best titles, like all the old horror VHSs, and ones like that. And you could bundle those. Now, if you do like auctions on your YouTube channel, you could sell those in bundles. Or if you've got a place like I do here, it's called Half Price Books. You can take all your media, old media, new media, and they will take them from you and they will give you money for them. Now, it's not a lot, but if you're just looking to make space, there it is. There's a couple of ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your advice from last week. All the DVDs I got. Next time we have a sale, I'm gonna sell a whole tub for like $15 just to get rid of them. We got too many. Too
That's
many
right.
taking up, too many taking up too much space.
Yeah, at some point it's just about making space, and but the old horror titles, you want to keep those,
Yeah.
and maybe bundle those in a sale. Let's see what else we got here. It's a shame our health is being ran by big corporate and the government. Well, that's going away. That will be going away. That's where Robert Kennedy comes into place. Basically, basically, the best of the best has come from the Democrat Party to our party, and I don't like to say party anymore because this is just common sense,
Yeah.
common sense versus insanity.
Yeah. It's not about Democrat, Independent, or Republic.
Yeah, Todd, this is incorrect. It's already in your banks. If you go to your bank, ask them if they're Basel III compliant. It's coming on board. It's probably already in place. They haven't switched it over yet, but yeah, you're probably on the surface level stuff, and a lot of people are. They can't imagine. It's like an elephant after they've been in the zoo and they have those traps on their leg, those chains. Well, after a while, they can take the chains off of the elephant. The elephant won't go away from that spot. It's kind of an analogy as to where I think a lot of people are right now. Why am I different? I don't know, because I just dared to go down the rabbit holes. The guy that'll explain it all is Derek Johnson. I've tried to get everybody that would listen to me to go and explains all the War Powers Act and the military law, what's going on, the operation. Derek Johnson explains it all. He's been to Mar-a-Lago 12 times to see Trump. If he wasn't being accurate, you think Trump would have him in Mar-a-Lago? No. But yeah, I mean, it's not like you're alone in saying stuff like that. Hey, Eric, how you doing, man? What's up? Hope everyone is having a great weekend. No, I can't complain. I just hope everyone has even better weekends going forward, man. Even better. I hope your foot's doing well, my man. Oh, I got a video that just came. I'm starting a 4-week, 4-part. The first locker Hunter and I bought together was a banger. Okay. And it's in 4 parts. It'll be every Sunday at 12:15 for 4 weeks, starting today, which it came out 5 minutes ago. And yeah, I mean, if you get some time, give it a look. See, I think it's a banger, man. I like it. Gotcha. I was thinking just dropping in. Well, if you have one of those bookstores, man, just take them in and, they'll give you a little bit of money for them. It's not a lot, but, sometimes a little money's a good thing, right? There we go. And Sky Warrior's in the house. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, he's saying howdy do. Yep. Yep. Hey, Sky. Yeah.
I was going to want to show everybody YouTube, but hey, we were purging through some things earlier in the week, and we found this pendant. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
We looked at it. I don't know if you can see it or not. See, it opens.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
So anyway, we looked it up online, and it's going for like $300.
Holy crap! Did you get it in that last locker you bought?
No, I don't. I think it was just from some past lockers that we.
You just kind of held on to it,
yeah,
and
we didn't even know we had it. You know how you forget about you had stuff, and we were purging through some stuff, and it was in there, and we found it. And Joy looked it up online, and like I said, it's a $300 pendant.
Wow, man, that's great. Yeah, I'll tell you for something funny we sold yesterday. It was only $10, but an easy bake oven.
Oh.
I had a used easy bake oven from a locker I got maybe 6 months ago, or maybe longer than that. I don't know, but I've had it up here on the shelf, and we listed it. We normally don't list the low dollar stuff, but we listed that because we felt like somebody was going to buy it eventually, and they did. $10. Didn't have to do anything but set it on the porch. Went out and there's $10 under the mat, so there it is. Yeah. Working projects. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you one thing: when you do get your appointment to go to your bank to get your QFS Quantum card, you'll have a new card. I don't know how to explain all this, but and here I'm losing my train of thought. Let me have another sip of coffee. You'll want to talk about the med beds at that point. What else was I going to say? God dang, that see, I want to get a med bed appointment just so I can get my daggone memory better. You know, I forget stuff all the time, and it's frustrating. God dang it. Well, it'll come back to me in a minute. Sorry, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I will definitely check it out. Foot's back to 90%. Just keep your cat in the house so they don't run out. I had a couple of videos that I made to show on that. I didn't upload them to here because I think I'm maxed out, but I can present my screen from my computer too. So maybe here in a little while we'll get into that. Yeah, is that a poppy? Wait a minute, we'll get down to. For me, closet half price is about 20 to 30 minutes away. Yeah, that's so you're looking at 40 to 60 minutes of driving. I took 5 cases of books there and got 11. Yeah, that was kind of a break even, wasn't it? Yeah, you got to calculate all that in. Unless if you're going to go though, and you've got like a lot of books and a lot of stuff that you want to unload, especially hardback books. And what they really like to buy is school books, like college books. You get your best money for those that have price books. But if you've got enough stuff to take and save it up and then go for take a big load, I think that might make it worthwhile. But at $11, yeah, just for a few things of VHSs might not be worth your time at that. So just saying. Storage, is that a poppy pendant for the military? You'll have to answer that. I couldn't tell you.
No, that's not what it is. There's a name for it. Joy had told me, but I already forgot.
Yeah.
I need some of those meds too.
Med bed. Yeah, you'll want to get your try to get an appointment, but you'll be on a list, I'm sure. This is going to be like in the first quarter of 2025. One thing you can't put the information out on is dates, because nobody's going to know the dates. If anybody starts saying there's these dates and that, they're going to be wrong 99.9% of the time. It's like a clock will be right twice a day kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the man that will explain everything, and if anybody has any doubt what's going on, I've go to Rumble, spend a few hours listening to what Derek Johnson says, and know that he's been to Mar-a-Lago to meet Trump. So if they check out everything before they let you come to Mar-a-Lago, folks, if you're on the wrong page, you will not be going to Mar-a-Lago. Just a fact. It's always nice to find a random treasure in a box when you missed it the first time. Yes, and I've done that before. I found gold that I missed one time. I was in this old box of stuff I had put away, went through it, and I found teeth that had gold fillings in them. Teeth. There was over $100 worth of gold in there. I don't want a whole lot, but still, that's exciting. It was a box you'd already been through. And around the same time, I had bought a locker, and there was this really nice drum chair. And it's set, you can sit and spin on it, but it had a big slit in the back, like somebody took it and cut it. I'm like, well, that sucks. So I knew I couldn't sell it on Marketplace. So I threw it over into a pile of stuff I was going to get rid of. And I know this is going to sound like BS, but I swear it's the truth. $100 bill flew out of it. I'm like, what in the holy crap? You know what I'm thinking is they had their money hidden in it, and then they took it out, and one of them must have got stuck in there.
They didn't get all the money out.
They left one of them in there because I went back in and tore that chair apart. And all I found was 2 pennies after that, but it was $100.02. And I guess that would qualify as one of those surprises, right? That almost went to the street. $100 bill it almost went to the street. Of course, they're not worth it. I mean, they're the new our dollars now. Everybody knows they're. That's right. Sky Warrior says, "Remember waiting for my sister's easy bake?" Yeah. You know,
What?
you can.
What did you get for that easy bake oven?
$10.
Hey, that's $10 you didn't have.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that's our low that we'll put one up on now is $10. I mean, we used to do some fivers, but we found that on $5 items, people a lot of times didn't show up.
Yeah.
$10 items, they seem to show up more, you know, and yeah.
Yeah, that last locker that we picked up, you know, we paid $50 for. We had a jacket in there that still had the price tag on it, $150, and we sold it for $40.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, you know, and I love it. Anytime we sell clothes, because my God, if you could sell clothes, you can make a fortune with storage units. And I'll show you a channel to watch that you all already know about. But if there's one person in the chat that's not commenting or listening or whatever, because I'm sure we get a lot of people here that don't comment, and that's fine. They're here, and the numbers count. But KT Treasures, they sell clothes, and they make bank off of clothes. They look specifically for like name brand clothes. You can make a lot of money selling name brand clothes.
Yeah, any more, Joy or I, we don't. If it's not name brand, we donate them because it's not worth keeping. It takes up too much space.
Yeah, you got to decide what's best for you. Sometimes items that you can sell may not be worth the trouble in the long run. You know, you got to decide where you're at with all that. You know, it's taken me 10 years to figure out that some of the stuff I've been storing in these buildings is just wasting my space.
Yeah.
And I am been redoing the whole thing. That's why I've got videos going out for 12 more weeks, I think. But I am still looking for new lockers, but I'm really planning for a big 2025 of getting some of the best. And I can't wait. I'm still looking now. But what we got around here right now kind of sucks, man, to be honest with you. And I don't want to buy any just average looking crappy locker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just for the sakes of a video.
Yeah, unless it's super cheap and you can see profit there and there's a lot of mystery, even if it's trashy looking.
Yeah.
If you know you can make a profit, okay, the rest is just you can get rid of stuff that isn't any good.
I'll tell you, this last locker we bought was one of the best ones for a small locker we've ever gotten, $50, and we probably made $300 off of it already.
I know, I saw that. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, and we still have the marble top tables. We've had a few offers on those, but you know, we're going to hold on to them if we have to.
We've got one piece of marble we listed for $100, and it doesn't even have a table. It's just it was a locker that it was on a cheap table, but somebody took a really nice piece of marble.
Yeah.
It was, on the marble it says made in Italy. It weighs 83 pounds. We got it up for $100. Because marbles, somebody can really take that piece of marble and make something great.
We had somebody give us a stupid offer for all 7 pieces, $300.
Oh, they were trying to rip you off, man. They were hoping you'd do it and just say, all right, I don't care. Just take all my profit. I don't care.
Well, the coffee table by itself, brand new, is $500. I mean,
Yeah.
and I know it's not brand new, but all 7 pieces. I mean, we got it for $800. That's a good deal, I think.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Good Lord. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Patrick, college books are so expensive for students um, that now you can take like a college soft softback book that's maybe a 3/4 of an inch thick. You might get $1.50 for it, kind of thing. And the hardbacks you can get $3 or $4 for. I know that's not a lot of money, but if you're sitting on a bunch of those and you just want to get rid of them, yeah, that's something to consider. David's got a good post here. I gave up on buying units just for a video. People don't want to subscribe to you with those kind of video. Yeah, I think you got to have your heart into these things, man. You got to go in there and you got to be all in. And I get that, man. And I found that I get these lockers that really aren't that good. And what I've done in the past, and you probably you're like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. Some of these lockers I just got where it looked like I was mad and I was tearing them up. Well, I was tearing them up, but I wasn't really that mad. I just wanted to I just wanted the video to be watched. And I'm like, those kind of like Glenn said, he did one like that, and I mean, he lost a couple subs, but you probably gained a few too. So
Yeah.
so I'm agreeing with what you're saying. So I really in 2025, I am so preparing for that with all of my buildings, making space. Even though I do sometimes will rent a bigger locker, I am preparing for a big 2025. Now that I know that we are on the right path as a country, because I couldn't focus on anything, man. Knowing what I know, I'm like, oh my God. It's like right now. I mean, this is surface level stuff, and I'm hoping this is just part of disclosure, but they got 300 or 400 FEMA trucks up in Michigan with some very nefarious intentions. Because like FEMA is the marching army of the deep state or domestic army. I know people think, what? Well, if you see what they did in North Carolina, you'll understand. They
Well,
were
did you
told
see it?
to
Did
leave
you see
people
it?
alone and let them. I'm sorry, Glenn. I have to
Oh,
spit this. No,
go ahead.
they anybody that had a Trump sign in their yard, leave them. Screw them. So I'm sorry. I just had to
No,
spit that out.
I was just gonna say just what you said right now. They fired that guy.
Wasn't it a woman, or was
Was
I
it a
thinking of?
woman? I thought it was a dude.
Well, it
Well,
could have been. I'm thinking of maybe that Kim Cheadle, the one where they were trying to get Trump shot in Butler. Well, they did shoot him. At least that's
well,
yeah.
anyway, whoever it was, they canned him anyway for that.
Yeah, what people don't understand is a lot of this is exposure to the public. So not everything you're seeing is as really as being presented. Because we've been in a special military operation for quite a few years now, and it's so hard to distinguish what's really going on with what they're showing. So you have to dig deep because you're not going to find any of that in the mainstream. The mainstream is only there for their narrative. All they are is they're not news, they're narrative keepers. And I think everybody sees that now. They talk about conspiracy theories, like as to say, well, we said the word conspiracy, so that can't be true. Well, what about their conspiracy theory of the Russian collusion hoax? That was a conspiracy theory, and they've been busted on it. And they talk about conspiracy. They ain't got no room for that. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, we talk about that here. That's right, because most people don't. That's why we do it. You heard it here first. But I totally agree, David. I used to buy lockers just to put them on there on YouTube, and I was getting more videos. But I want to get a locker that I'm proud to show. You know what I mean? I'm just sorry. I just want to have a good video. What can I say? But this one that I put out today, now it is a remastering, but here's the thing. It was the first locker Hunter and I bought together, and we paid $400 for it. It was a pack, 10 by 20. And you can see right in the beginning, it's just ammo boxes, stacked, big. That's all I'll say. And it'll be on for every Sunday for the next 4 weeks at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm kind of proud of that locker. So that's the kind I want to buy going forward. So, and Eric says, I've had a crappy lockers bring big numbers. That's the thing. It can. And he's making a good point here, because I've had some crappy lockers, like the one where I bought Karen's locker, and I made a thing on the thumbnail about a Karen. Everybody here knows what a Karen is, right? A Karen, right? Eric knows what a Karen is. And it got on about 1,000 views, which is okay for my videos, but the locker sucked, man. But I just went ahead and played it and I made a narrative with it of the Karen lost her locker, which one? She did. Was she a Karen? I don't know. I'll just be honest. But I made it a theme, and the locker did okay. But I didn't make any money on that locker. You know, it was just a crappy locker, man. It looked good on the surface, but it didn't deliver. Sometimes they just don't deliver. And great lockers flop. There's no rhyme or reason. Just keep pumping out. That's what I do right now. I've got one I'm putting out a week. Now, I'd like to get to where I'm putting out 2 a week. I put out, let's see, 5 times 35 shorts a week. And right now, 35 shorts a week and 1 storage video. And I really need to amp that up. My channel's probably half storage units and half about my cats. And I love it when you show your cats in the videos, man. And KT Treasure shows their dog. I think it's good to integrate your animals, because people love them, man. At least most people. Anybody that I can't tolerate people that don't love animals. I just can't. I just can't do it. Let me give you an example. All right, look, as far as animals go, I'm gonna show you a little Chucky video for all my ones who. All right, let me hide that. Let's see if I can do it here, Glenn. I did download a couple to show that I put up this week. Let's see, present video file. I did this in slow motion. This was happened with Chucky the other day. Chucky. There he goes. I was pissed. Did you see that? So I had to slow it down. There was like a 5-second video. That one got like a couple thousand views on the original. So I wanted to do it again in slow motion. Then I got another, I don't know how many, I forgot, but I had to go, but I had his harness on him, as you notice. I don't know if you could see it real, even in slow motion, he was pretty cool. You should have seen it in the original. He's like, doink, doink. So I had to go get him. But when he's wearing his harness, I can outrun him. I can outrun him when he's wearing his, you can't run as fast. So I was able to catch him, and he was like, Rawr. I'm like, I'm sorry, Chucky. I can't let you go out here, because one time he got out and he ran into the street. Just like Eric was talking about, you know, with his cat. He loves his cat. And I'm protecting him for his own good. How good would I be if I just let him do that?
Yeah.
I can't do that. Let me see. I might have another one. Let's see here. Okay, let's try it again. I think I'm getting a little bit better with this stuff. Let's see. Video file. I got one more. This is Chucky's plan gone wrong the next day. I missed the camera work there.
Foot 4 instead of 6 feet.
Yeah, that made a difference. The fence in the back is 6'4", and the fence around their other part of the whole yard is 6 foot. So the 6'4" got him. He you notice he was just a little bit short. And when
Yeah.
he looked so confused. But if he'd have made that jump, he'd have got in the easement back there, which is full of like trees and bushes and sticks, and we wouldn't have got him for hours.
Yeah, it'd been a nightmare getting him out of that.
You'd have to wait him out. You just have to wait him out. I mean, there's skunks back there and sometimes possums, probably snakes. You know, that goes the easement. That's the area that they use for the like electric wires and stuff like that. I mean, you know, sometimes they'll trim stuff back there themselves, and that's fine. You know, I love it when they do that because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go back there. I mean, I used to mow it, but it got so bad. You can't run a lawnmower back there unless you want to break it or your lawnmower. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. That's true, man. Found a couple of sealed VHSs. Yeah, those probably get 20 cents for those at the half price books. But you can put those on eBay. We don't do eBay here, but we barter with a guy that does. And he also does like a show called Whatnot. I know you guys heard of Whatnot. I have never been on there, nor do I have any desire to. But I know people sell a lot of stuff on there. But just think about going forward. I mean, there won't be the IRS once it gets taken down. There's only going to be, we're going to make our money here on tariffs, and on when selling new stuff, you pay your initial sales tax on. And we'll have more money than we ever had. And then people are going to have more money because there's going to be a lot of money given back to everybody through the quantum financial system that we are getting ready to flip over to. I kind of personally believe there's going to be a media blackout for X amount of days where we're going to hear what's been going on. I don't know. And if you ever hear me give a date, it's probably going to be wrong. So I don't give dates. I can estimate what I think and, you know, what other people are saying. First quarter of 2025. I think you're going to see a lot more once our man is officially back, but he really never left. He left the public eye, but Derek Johnson explains that too, and he'll do a better job. He does a great job of explaining all this. Okay. Patrick says, thinking about sending them to the comic graders and getting them slabbed. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that's really good, you'll want to do that because you'll get your top dollar for that. And I found a bunch of magic cards that I had stuffed away in building 3 that I recovered here recently. I mean, and I know zip about those, man. I guess I could ask my eBay guy, but I don't know nothing about them. You know, I think they're silly, but what do I know? You know. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, I saw her. I haven't watched as many videos as I should here lately, but I was watching one of hers yesterday. She was showing these wood carved Yetis, Bigfoot. And, you know, there's been so many sightings of these things. I'm pretty sure they're real. What are they? I don't know. How would I know? Yeah, we're dog parking. So welcome, Lisa. I appreciate you swinging in. We talk a little bit of stuff that's important here, and we mix it in with storage auctions, and we just try to get people away from the mainstream news, unless you just want to watch it and then flip everything around 180%. You know, because that's all that is propaganda. Let's see. Lisa's lurking and Sky Warrior's lurking. We love them lurking. Patrick says, first Highlander movie and Lethal Weapon 2. Probably not so much, but Highlander, yeah. Wow, yeah. I always look for those old, B movies from the 50s. If you can find any of those on VHS, those I've heard do really well. I've got one. It's called Plan 9 from Outer Space. Worst movie ever made. Plan 9 for you could see the strings attached to these. Yeah. Oh, as far as anti-gravity machines that you see, they've been flying around. Those are real, man. And who owns them? I don't know. I suspect there's a little bit of us owning them and them, whoever they are. Do they exist? Yeah, it's even in Congress. They've even been discussing that, showing proof of it. If they're trying to do a soft disclosure on all that, but a lot of people don't take the time to watch that stuff. They'll just go with the narratives, and that's how we got in this mess. Me, I was guilty as any of them, folks. And let's see. Yes. And there is, isn't that nice? Highlander, cheap but fun early 80s movie. I don't think I've ever seen that. It was doing dishes. Yeah, I do. My wife and I take turns doing dishes. We kind of do them. She does the cooking. I help with the dishes. And she's in there saying, yeah, well, I do help. She's probably watching. It is what it is. But I must say this, it could be controversial, but I think people that use a dishwasher are wasting their time and money.
That's what I go. I'm there with you.
Yeah, because all the time you got to take to load the daggone dishwasher, use the electricity to run your dishwasher, and then you got to take it back out of there. I think it's stupid.
Same with a garbage disposal. We hardly ever use ours.
We just put our garbage in a bag and take it out, throw it in our big 50-gallon cans, and they come and pick it up every week.
Yeah.
But I've always thought that dishwashers. Now we had them. We had one time, and we tried using it. I just thought it was more work to do it that way, and it costs more money because you're still using the water, and now you're using electricity to boot, and then you're using your own time for doing it twice. You got to go put them in your sink, then you got to put them in the washer, then you got to bring them out, and then I'm sorry, I'm not even going to ever do that again. I just had to rant about it because I think they're a waste. But to each their own. There's nothing immoral, illegal, or anything else with using one. But I just won't do it. Highlander had Queen as part of the soundtrack. Yeah, we are the champions. And at the end, they don't say of the world. But back in the 70s, they used to, when I listened to it. I don't know. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Lisa, I might go get me a laptop today. In another year, I might know how to use it. I don't like using laptops. I've got so many of them that I've got a few that are fine. I just don't like them. I like to have a big screen, standing up, and I like to be able to kick back and relax and not be so close to the screen. Where the laptop, usually you got to sit right there and put it on your lap. Not only that, you're putting that on your lap. How healthy can that be? Now, it's not healthy with these phones, putting them up to your ear, and people live with them like that. And to a degree, there's nothing you can do about that, man. But I'd rather have my desktop. That's how I do all my editing. I do upload shorts from my phone because it's easy. But I can do a much better job of doing them on my computer. Just saying. And yeah, I get it, man. And then they want these laptops where you don't have a mouse. You got your little finger thing you do. I don't like that. Maybe it's because I'm just used to the mouse. See, Sky Warrior said Lisa used to work with computers for years at home and military. Don't want to deal with laptops and computers. Probably got tired of them. Anymore though, man, I just pretty much live on mine. But it's desktop. I don't live on my laptop. For one thing, I don't want to put one on my freaking lap. I usually got a cat in my lap. If I'm sitting around, I got a cat in my lap anyway. That's the way it is right here. Okay. Let's see. Don't own any. Okay. Don't take long to wash. Yeah, it really doesn't. And I'll tell you what's easy. A lot of times in the evening when I'm done with my plate, I'll go in there and rinse it off and go ahead and while I'm there, I'll just wash it and I'll put it in the drainer.
Yeah.
It's done.
Just do it right then. Don't wait till it piles up.
Yeah, and then when I don't cook very often at all anymore. I used to do it occasionally when I'd make chili or whatever, but as I'm doing that, I like to clean what I'm setting aside and won't need again. I go ahead and wash it because it's so easy to do it while it's still just been gotten dirty. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you let them set for a while, then you got to scrub them, and it's crazy, you know. So I like to do them as I go. That's just me. I mean, everybody does the way they want. That's just how I do it. Patrick says laptops are good if they are repairable and made with removable batteries. Yeah, and those after a while you got to replace the batteries in those things. I pretty much anymore. I probably got a dozen of them for the next time Jay comes by. And then I get X amount for each one of them. Not a whole lot because they're not really big sellers on Marketplace unless they're like new or up to date, you know. And in storage units, you usually get a lot of laptops that were somebody's older laptop. I got an old laptop back there that I don't have it anymore, but that sucker, when folded, it was like 2 inches thick. They used to have more larger parts, I guess, you know, the older, I think it was like Windows XP. Windows XP. Let's see. Guess what isn't made anymore? Removable batteries. Well, there's probably a reason for that. They can sell more new laptops that way, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a reason for everything, and you can usually point to money. Patrick says, say you take your item. What is going to be the number one thing that goes bad? Battery. Yeah, and I hate to think that need a new battery and it's some off-size battery that people don't normally have. You know, I've got some of these backlights out in the backyard that I found like 25 or 30 where you put them in and they're solar lights. And then when it gets dark, they come on. But then the batteries go bad, and they also have a battery, not just the solar, but it also has a battery to make it work. I don't know. It's got solar and battery, okay? But then these batteries are a little bit longer than the AAAs or the AA's, whichever, probably the medium. Yeah, the AA's, just a little bit longer. So you got to buy you got to go buy a special battery for these things. So what they want you to do is just chuck those and go buy some new ones. That's my theory on it. Or you can go out and buy some new batteries, and they're probably really expensive. So it's a throwaway society. They're making things you just throw away. Just throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Yeah. Patrick used to change everything in laptops. Oh, you used to change everything. They aren't as friendly anymore. It's kind of like back in the day, I could work on a car. I could actually do basic things. I could even put a carburetor in, adjust it in. I could put points. Remember what points were?
Yeah.
I could do that with my point scan. I couldn't even work on any. I can't do anything on a vehicle now.
Everything's electronic now in a car.
Yeah. And anytime we have anything going wrong with a car, we have one mechanic that we go to right now. They're expensive, but they always get it right, and they give you a fair deal.
Yeah, same here.
And sometimes you got to wait days to get in there. But you know that it's going to be done right. And we do get a discount there because we bought a vehicle. They have a car lot across the way where they sell cars. And if you buy one there, you get a 10 or 20% discount on any work you have done going forward for the life of the vehicle, for those vehicles. Okay, let's see. Lisa says, I'm only one. I'd have to go buy 3 sets of dishes to get a load full to wash. I just clean up and get it done. Tell you what, Lisa, if you bought storage units, you'd have more dishes. You know what to do with. Isn't that right, Glenn?
Yeah.
There's only certain dishes that get me excited, like the old Fiesta ware.
Yeah.
The real Fiesta ware, not the newer stuff. It's a knockoff of it. We've done really well with selling some of the real Fiesta ware, and we've had really good, nice set of dishes set for a year, and then we'll end up selling them for cheap, and they're worth a lot more, is because we just can't move them, and they're heavy and they take up space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't get excited about dishes unless they're Fiesta ware and even a really nice brand. It just doesn't seem to do all that great anymore. People are just into their fast food and trying to just, quick and fast. They don't even cook anymore. Yeah. Take care of your item. Yeah, that's what I look for in a storage unit. If I see that the person storing the stuff is taking care of all their stuff, that's another plus for me to want to buy the unit. Proud of ownership. Isn't that right, Glenn? You look for.
Yeah, that's one thing to look for.
Exactly. And see, Lisa says, I was looking at a Chromebook they have on Black Friday from Walmart at $129, a HP brand. I've always had pretty good luck with HP's computers. Um, that sounds good if you're going to use a laptop. There's a Chromebook. They come up with all these new names, rebranding the old thing. Oh, the Chromebook now. It's not a laptop. It's a freaking book. Whatever. Call it what you want. But the price is coming down because everybody's got one. That's used to be when they first came out. I don't know about prices, but I bet they were a ton more than that.
Yeah, probably $300 or $400.
At least. Yeah. I mean, I get all my computers now in a storage unit, but the one that I'm using now, I bought it brand new because I wanted to make sure that somebody's crazy crap wasn't on it. So I got mine brand new, and I think I paid for this one. It was like $500, but it was a good investment.
That's not bad for a desktop.
Yeah, I mean, and I already had all the screens that I can have as big a screen as I want, man. So right now I've got one that's that big. I don't know if you can tell how big that is, but that's how big it is. Let's see. Old computers and laptops used to have good gold, silver content. Yeah, I found some like what do you call the things, the boards, the PC boards that have the gold on them.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a hard process to extract all that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's hard to get it out, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, there's some people that have a process that they're and then they'll buy that stuff if you've got enough to worry about, enough to be something like a whole big box of it. That might be something. And I tend to keep all that stuff, but I end up letting Jay take it. But yeah, but I think silver, man, is going to make a big, because it's going to be needed so much in things that they're making. And with all the work going to be coming back to America, wow, there's just opportunity there. And I think gold will find a way to a price to settle on. I'm thinking around $3,000. That's just I don't know. I have no idea. But when I started buying it, it was $1,200. And and it's almost it's more than double that now. Oh, Oh, Sadie. Let me show everybody Sadie. Here, this is the cat channel here. Here's my chunky little Sadie. Look at that. She's 10. And she's a cute little cat. Look at that little cat. Look at that cat. That's right. You got any complaints, Sadie? Is there anything I can do for you? Are you a hungry cat? Can you give everybody a meow? Come on, you can do it. Give us a meow. You want some food? There you go. Sorry, guys. I'm cat crazy. What can I say? Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Actually, I worked in cellular for about 15 years. Last 5 was in repair. Sad the way the industry went. Yeah, everything went going to China. China. Tired of it. We need to have manufacturing back here.
That's right.
They tried to destroy the automotive industry here. Legit trying to destroy it. And it's not because people don't like electric vehicles. It's because they don't want to be told that's what they have to have.
That's exactly it. You're going to make me do it. If I don't want to do it, you're not going to make me.
That's the thing, man. This is supposed to be America where you have choice. And it's what Trump said. He said, I'm not against them, electric vehicles. Everybody should have their choice. There's a place for everything. If you want to go on a long trip, you don't want an electric vehicle there. Because how are you? You're going to be waiting and waiting and to get charged. Yeah. And plus, they're not cheap, folks. They cost a whole lot more. And occasionally the battery might just blow up, okay?
Well, if you own a home, you have to pay to have a charging system put in. And if you don't own a home and you live in an apartment, what do you do when you get up and your battery's dead?
You're absolutely screwed and tied to the whipping post.
Yeah.
They want everybody screwed, folks.
And then what, to replace it, $4 to $8 grand to replace a battery?
Most people that are in this poor economy we've been dealt for the last 4 years don't have the money to deal with that crap, man. You know? And I think that's part of it. Sky Warrior says, have a 2019 Ford truck, junk. Had the body control module go out because of junk China harness. Yep. Ford can only reprogram the module. My old Chevy just found the right one and threw it in. Yeah, I'm really happy with our 2004 and 2007 Toyotas.
Yeah. I've got over 300,000 miles on my Toyota truck. I've never had any issues with it.
It'll keep going, Glenn. You just change the oil in it and put tires in.
All I've done is battery, tires, and that's it. Brakes, yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah, and that's all I'm looking for. I don't want to let one of these complicated freaking vehicles of, unless the sucker's flying me to the moon. I don't want, screw that. Yeah, I've seen those desktops. Lisa said that the server is built in, not too bad of a price, but then I would need a desk, and where would I put it? I've got 2 big executive desks that I have finally got to the back of building 3. And I bought it a few years ago. Remember when I found that big watch collection?
Oh yeah. And
there was a couple of gold watches, a gold ring. I mean, there was a freaking banger. I paid $800. And so I did so well. I kind of put the desks in the back of building 3, started putting stuff on top of them. So I've just now got to where I've got them unburied now. So I've got 2 big desks. So we're thinking about getting those out and listing those. And that should bring a little bit of money, But mostly right now, space. We're just looking for more space. Because I'm looking for a big 2025 to get back into the storage auction buying more than I am right now, Because I've been so focused on what's been going on in the world, and especially here, that I haven't been able to focus on anything else, man. I guess I'm just one of those people that just looks at other things. I want to know. I don't like to perpetuate the narratives that have been put out there for us to live by. That's bullshit. Don't you get tired of it, Glenn?
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Yes, there it is. It's exactly right. Options. We want options. And yes, Sadie, she's a sweet little cat. She sleeps on my chest every night until I have to turn on my side, and then she'll lay right there by me. And so she's been a really loyal little cat for 10 years, and she loves her snacks now. But that's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, I have no problem with electric vehicles, folks. Elon Musk puts out electric vehicles, but they could make vehicles now that actually, the Jetsons. Well, those aren't that. Those the technology is there. Believe it or not, the technology to make those are there. They have anti-gravity. Elon Musk is working on that. Now, that's not really mainstream, but those are there. They can be. So what are they going to do? Say, well, you have to have this. You can't drive on the road no more. You got to fly. No. See, that's where they're going to start. Now, they can't start that. But you got to get rid of the daggone centuries of oppression that's been just the dark cloud has just sat on our planet and took a big crap on it. That's just putting it very sophomoric. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about it. I have nothing else to say about that. That pretty much gives my opinion. People can relate to that kind of statement. Sorry. Sadie, what are you doing? Oh, Sadie. Wait a minute, guys. Here's your food bowl right here. She's just, oh, are you a good cat? She don't want the food like that. She's got to have it in the right spot. If you go like too far to the left or the right, or yeah, it's like that. Yeah, here we go. Electric cars love to catch fire. Glad I'm not in the fire department anymore. Well, I tell you what, those they showed one that blew up, man, and it was a big problem. If you'd have been in there, you'd been dead.
Yeah.
I don't want one like that with a battery in there that weighs, I don't know how much they weigh. I hear they are extremely heavy.
Well, it makes a car 2 or 3 times heavier than it normally is, and then the guardrails that they have on the highways and stuff don't even stop the cars from going over.
Yeah, and these crazy people pushing it, they wanted to have the military use like that in tanks and everything else. So you're in there. Going forward, we're not going to have any more wars, folks. Those are going to be off the table. Sadie, what are you doing? Oh, here. Is that bad? Oh, she didn't want to eat over here.
Oh.
She wanted to eat over here. She's trying to change my mouse gestures on it. Okay, where am I at? Sorry, folks. When you got it, what are you doing? Julie. Help. She said it's not my cat. It is. Well, I'll claim her, but I just
Sadie, what's wrong?
she won't leave me alone. I gave her food and she's like,
Come here, Sadie. She's looking at me like she's expecting.
"You hungry, Sadie? Go in there." I think she might want some dry or some wet food. We get them both, dry and wet food. I think she might want. Look, do you want to go get him? Go get him. Oh, she shipped the container some treats. Sorry, guys. I mean, I love cats, so this is going to happen around it. It happens on this channel a lot, and that's okay. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Sadie.
Sarcastic, the dealership told me to buy only older vehicles from the desert. No rust and no bad, cheap electronics. I'm on the same page with you, man. I figured I'd start small. Hey, you got to start somewhere. And that's, start small and grow from there. Super Sadie. Yeah, she's being super Sadie. There she goes. She finally going into the kitchen. Yeah. Jody, yeah, coffee. Man, I tell you what, I'm running low on coffee and I don't have any more to replace it. I got to take little bitty sips. And if you're wondering about the ones that haven't seen me wearing these sunglasses, it really is easy on my eyes looking at the computer screen. And I tell you what, I live on the computer a lot, man. I got to admit, I'm just going to be honest. I checked my hours that I was on last week. You know how many hours I was on YouTube last week?
Uh,
Now, bear in mind, I sleep with YouTube playing because I have I have a thunderstorm that plays for 8 hours, and I listen to it every night, and it's so good. But I was on 109 hours last week. You heard it here, and that's not my record. Of course, you know I'm like it's on all night long. The first Tiger tank was electric, but caught fire. See, now that right there's enough for people not to want them. They've still not been ironed all the way out. And why do you need something that weighs all that to put in there? Maybe it's not ready to be used like that. Maybe let's go back and use the Tesla energy, the real Tesla energy that Nikola Tesla come up with, and then all of a sudden they couldn't have that. You got this global elite named J.P. Morgan said, if we can't put a meter on it, we don't want it. Well, he's just telling everybody right there, we don't want you to have free energy. Screw you. And we're supposed to go along with that? Well, that's what we've been dealing with. And that's where we are right now. It's all coming to a head. We've got one guy in there that well, it's not one guy, but stands for all the right things for the people. We, the people. See, yeah, diesel, electric, no battery. Yeah, well, 14-inch Chromebook sure beats postage stamps. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, during that pandemic, was always, I was doing all the live auctions, folks. Everything was live. Never was on online auctions. Was always going to live auctions. And then when the pandemic came, we went to the auctions and they wouldn't let us get out of our car. So they would show the lockers. You had to sit in your van or car or whatever you had and look on your phone to determine if you wanted to bid on that locker. On your phone. Trust me, you can't see as well on your phone as you can standing next to the unit or even online where they've got pictures you can blow up. No, you're sitting there on your phone. And then if you accidentally hit a wrong button and you go offline, oh boy, there goes your locker you were bidding on. I bought the best locker of my life, though, on the phone because guns were in the unit. That's my one viral video. I guess it's got over 200,000 views. I bought that for $28.50 on the phone I had before this. And I was sweating bullets. I was holding it like I was going against my main competitor there. I was decided I was going to buy this locker, and I didn't care what I paid for it. It was a statement. But I was only on a phone. I could not be out there. Yep. It was like, well, actually, you could say out loud what you were bidding, but you've got the phone in your hand. All these little buttons that you could touch, and all of a sudden, something else will pop up, or you get a call. Boom! You got a window coming in front of everything. If you hit the wrong button, you go out of the chat. You lose your locker. I had to sweat bullets. I don't know what got me on this rant, but I even have a video coming out probably in a couple of months about buying a locker online. I mean, on your phone, on a 2-inch little screen, and how that went. You can only imagine. Now, anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. Sipping coffee, listening while I list on eBay. Yeah, I'm sitting here sipping coffee and talking about stuff that irritates me. Wearing my Make America Great Again hat, which, if anybody's against that, I don't know why, but no, I don't want America to be great. No, I want China to be great. I want them to come over and clean us all out so I can be great in being right that he's bad, Norseman bad. They can kill us. It's just Norseman bad. What's the logic in all that crap? We're dog parking. We love dog parking. That reminds me, Harry's probably busy today, but he usually pops in here. We love Harry. Yeah, we got another 10 minutes to go here. Keep the chat going, guys. We can go up to 159. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? I want to show you something. I'm going to keep her on there. Sadie, she knew she was on. Oh, no, that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Sadie. I want y'all to see her. This is Sadie. Oh, she's doing. Oh, look how she likes to rip up my leather couch. You like ripping it up, Sadie? Tear it up real good. This is a leather couch, but I got it in that. I got this in a banger unit. She can tear it up all she wants. We did so good. There she is. Look at it. Look at it. She's ripping it up. Look at that. This is going to be the Sadie show. Oh, wait. There she is, folks. Look at that beautiful cat right there. Oh, you're trying to get out of the shot, aren't you, Sadie? There. How about that? What do you think? What do you have to say, Sadie? What do you have to, can you give us a meow? There you go. All right. Well, that was good. Oh no, let's leave you on there. You can hear what let's see. Patrick says, go, Sadie. Go, Speed Racer, go. Yeah. All right, Sadie. You could tell she was trying to get away from the camera.
Yeah, she's moving away from it.
She was. I'm like, well, if you're gonna act up, I want everybody to see it. Bear in mind, she has somebody in the kitchen willing to wait on her. But she's in here raising hell. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can get her. There she is. Look, she bit me. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw that.
She bit me. Now look. Oh, did you see my keyboard? I love this keyboard. It lights up. You can type on it at night. I love that thing. Got it on Amazon for like $15.
That's not bad.
Oh, I know it. I love it. That's the best thing I've ever bought. Now, Sadie. Look. Just keep an eye on her. She'll bite me. Don't watch this. Look at that. Oh, my foot. There she is. Look at that. She's looking at me. Now watch. I'm going to feed her. Now watch this. Watch. Now here's a bowl of fresh cat food. Now watch this. Sadie. She won't eat it. She's been offered food from the kitchen. She's been offered fresh food right here. But I got my thumb bit. You gotta love it. If you don't love cats, they're crazy, but I love them. Oh man, let's get her. There we go.
In the morning when I'm getting up to put my shoes on, Henry will do that. He'll bite my hand to keep me from trying to put my shoes on. He knows I'm getting ready to leave.
He doesn't want you to go, man. He loves you. Plus, you can feed him if you're there. If you're not there, you can't feed him. Yeah. Lisa, that's true. And you know what? Finally, she gave in and she's eating. See, after all the fuss, she got what we offered her in the first place. That's you gotta love it, man. Let's see here. Let me get back where I was. She wants some loving. There we go. Hey, Eric. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing later. Got a lot I can do today as well. I am revamping my buildings to accept more future storage units. And I totally understand. I appreciate you coming by, my man. And can't wait to see your next video. Let me know when it's coming out if you're still here, and I will definitely go give it a look see because I love watching your stuff. She better get it before her brothers get it. Yeah, you got that right. There's a lot of competition, but they shouldn't be because they all get whatever they need. And Thomas, he spends most of his day outside because we can trust him. The only one that'll hop the fence is Chucky. Used to be Douglas would do it, but we let him do it because he was mature about it. I don't know what it was, but he was responsible.
Yeah.
Even one time when a rabbit, and this was his last day of life. It's the saddest thing, but I'm going to tell it anyway. He chased a rabbit on his last day of life before I don't want to go there, and the rabbit ran across the street. He stopped at the sidewalk and let the rabbit go.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, he knew not to cross the street.
That was, God, I miss that cat, man. He was the smartest. She better be, yeah. Should have a video out today if it ever upload. Yeah, he said last week it took him hours to get his video uploaded. I don't know if it was either your Wi-Fi or are you uploading it on a cable or on Wi-Fi? They say to upload them on cable. I don't know. I upload mine on cable and they don't take too long. I don't know. It just whatever works for you, man. So we got 5 more minutes unless we get the convo going. But mainly, I just wanted to stop in and show my hat again because I've got a one-of-a-kind cowboy hat that I made out of 2 hats. The Elon Musk, make America great again. I just like to know why people would want America not to be great.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to hear the reasoning behind that. And I don't want to hear platitudes and I don't want to hear this. You got to have some kind of logic. Whatever happened to logic, man? I don't know. I mean, I guess they were teaching them in some of these college kids nowadays where they're using the colleges as indoctrination places, and it shows. The guy that I couldn't think of his name last week's Charlie Kirk. He's going around all these woke places and talking to these people, being as polite as he can. And some of the things they say is so stupid. And then they had this one girl that got on there. She was kind of a nice looking young lady, but you could tell she didn't like him talking pro America stuff. You know what this girl did? She was messing around with her shirt and pulled her. How do I put this? Just enough to show. Okay. Thinking that she was going to get him thrown off of YouTube. No, she just made herself look like an idiot. That's all. I was watching that. I'm like, come on, you can do better than that. If you're going to do it all the way. I mean, just go ahead and. And Vivek Ramaswamy was there. Charlie Kirk was there, and they were talking they were letting them speak their mind, and then they were responding with logic, and then the logic just doesn't make any sense to these people. So that's where we are, and I think all that stuff's going to take another half a generation to eradicate.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because it's based on insanity. Totally. Let's see if I've got something funny. We'll probably just go to 1:30 today unless everybody gets real chippy. If y'all got something to talk about, we'll sit here for another 30 minutes. Even though I don't have any more coffee, I'm just sipping the lukewarm stuff on the bottom. No problem. It's better than nothing. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to just go ahead and blow this off unless I can find something funny to play. I think I've. Here's my favorite. You know who's really sitting there? It's not Glenn. He's got a mask on. This is who he really is. That's who he really is, folks. He's making America great again. That's right. Yes, sir. All right. I mean, that's all right. Everybody wants to get their stuff done today, and so do I. So we'll call it a show today. So anything you want to throw out there, Glenn?
No, just everybody have a good rest of the day and look forward to the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, everybody. If you want to waste a little time, check out my video or bookmark it for later. Much appreciated. We will see you next week. And make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Wait a minute, I got one comment. Thanks for the show. Patrick, thanks for coming in, bud. I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, we'll be here every week. As long as we're breathing, we'll be here every week, okay? And thanks for everybody again. Glenn, same to you. Much appreciated. And we will leave with this.
It's Sunday, guys. Welcome back to American Patriot Storage Hunters.